What's going on, Jerome's? We're back to take a look at another mock draft. Pro Football Focus back at it. Analyst Ben Lindsley, and there's some nuts things that go on. A couple of trades, run on quarterbacks, of course, because it's PFF, so let's get into this. At 1, Trevor Lawrence. Ish. I'm still waiting on it. I'm still waiting. We're less than, 25 days from the draft? Less than that? 24, 20, whatever. I'm still waiting for the mock draft. Trevor Lawrence down from 1. I'm waiting for it. I need it. The love affair with Zach Wilson. It's going to boil over to 1. We'll see. But the Jets get Zach Wilson. Yeah, go ahead. 3, the Niners. They go Justin Fields. And I think that there could be something to the Mac Jones smoke, but we'll see. But yeah, Justin Fields and Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, you do love that. And sorry, Jimmy G. You're going to be out of a job. Deuces. And the Niners may be asking for a first-round pick. No. Just cut him, save the cap space, and move on with life. 4. First trade. So the Broncos move up from number 9 to number 4. George Payton at it, baby, getting his quarterback of the future. He didn't draft Drew Lock. Drew Lock is kind of booty. No pants to Trey Lance. And they got weapons, man. You love Cortland Sutton. You love Jerry Jeudy. You love Noah Fant, etc. And the marvelous Mike Boone, plus Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur with the movement skills of Trey Lance. Think about a souped-up 2017 Case Keenum, but a better athlete and a better arm and a better player. Trey Lance. Woo! It's a good spot for him. If he can't be here, may as well be Denver. We'll see in the Super Bowl. 5, Bengals. So they have a dilemma. And this is something that realistically could happen where 4 quarterbacks go in the top 4 picks. So they have their choice of the board. They obviously already have their quarterback. So what do? They go wide receiver 1? Do they go tight end 1? Do they go offensive lineman 1? So they go wide receiver 1, reuniting Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase. And I get it. I understand it. But, man, I don't know. I don't know about Jonah Williams at left tackle, although the Vikings should trade for him. We're going to do a video on that in a hot second, but hopefully this doesn't come back to bite him. But Jamar Chase is a bad dude, man. He is just a really, really good player. 6, Dolphins, surrounding Tua with talent. They traded down from 3 to 6. They get a guy that they probably would have taken at 3 anyway. Kyle Pitts, potential transformative player, dynamic playmaker, and just getting it. Kyle Pitts is unfair. 7, Lions, take another first-round wide receiver. And I get it. They lost Babytron. They lost Marvin Jones. And Danny Amendola is like 79 years old. But Devontae Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner, over Jalen Waddle, right? So I understand Waddle's got that speed, but Devontae, I don't care how heavy he is. He just hits different. And now we have to play against Devontae twice a year. Great. 8, Panthers. So this is their nightmare. This is the nightmare for the Panthers, where the big 4 quarterbacks go, they get leapfrogged by the Broncos, and now they're just sitting here with okay, so do we take Mac Jones? Do we take Kellen Mond in the second round? It's a possibility, but they go BPA, Penei Sewell, where plop his ass in at left tackle. Greg Little ain't getting it done. And then you have Taylor Moton at the right side. You have Pat Elflein in there somewhere. For whatever reason. So, yeah, just don't overthink it. It's a lot like last year where Derek Brown just fell to 7. They're like, okay, we'll just take this. Thanks. 9, so the Falcons traded back from 4 to 9, and they get a player who they may have taken at 4. Or Lance Zierlein, I think, was on this first, where Patrick Surtain at 4 to the Falcons. They really like him. So getting him, pairing him up with A.J. Terrell, they got the corners on lock. Now, ideally, you'd want to get some help from Matt Ryan, but or maybe they could take Mac Jones here. I wouldn't be mad at that. 10, Patriots coming up for Mac Jones, coming up from 15, where they leapfrog the Vikings, Chargers, Eagles, and Giants. I don't know who they were scared about. Like maybe the Eagles will take Mac Jones at 12, or maybe a quarterback needy team could leapfrog them. Either way, they get it done. And of course, the Saban and Belichick, Bama, New England pipeline, that makes sense. Where Mac Jones, since they are building weapons, since they do actually have some semblance of offensive talent, I think Mac Jones could be that distributor, a la early career Tom Brady when they won the first couple of Super Bowls. And maybe he's going to be that guy, but he comes in and competes with Cam Newton, whatever. 11, Giants taking Rashawn Slater. Now, this one might be a little bit surprising, but PFF's talking about playing Slater at guard. Even though they did lose Zeitler, but Nate Solder sucks, even though he reworked his deal. Andrew Thomas is TBD. Matt Pert from UConn, I like, but whatever at this point. But Slater, just put him at left tackle. Let's not overthink things. Andrew Thomas can play right tackle, and there you go. 12, Eagles. So the Eagles, they sort of luck out where they have their choice of playmakers. Jalen Waddle is still on board. They could go Darisaw, they could go Farley, but they go J.C. Horn out of South Carolina. where quarterback depth was suspect besides the corpse of Darius Slay. So, yeah, it would be nice to get, I mean, if Mac Jones had fell to 12, I think they would have taken him, or getting a playmaker or some offensive line help. But cornerback is still also a massive need. They could have gone Micah Parsons here as well. 13, the Chargers. So they sutured up offensive line in free agency. So now they can go BPA. Jalen Waddle. Man, that's gross. Waddle, Keenan, Mike Williams. Whew, let's go. Now, I mean, Justin Herbert. Now, I mean, he better be good with all those weapons. Yeah, so-called offensive rookie of the year. 14, Vikings do it. Christian Darrisaw, my guy, the pride of Virginia Tech. Yes. Sweet feet, great size, can road grade. I don't care that he's not as aggro as Tevin Jenkins. Feet like a ballerina. I love it, man. I love it. Left tackle, Ezra. Sorry, bro. Better add some size to those haunches because you're staying inside a guard. Now, this is relatively cut and dried. Like, maybe you could go Micah Parsons in this spot. He's still floating out there. But if Darrisaw is there, just take him. Just take him. And I think this is realistic where the Vikings could see a spot where 5 of the quarterbacks are gone. There's run on playmaker. So that's 9 guys. So only 4 other dudes. Math is really easy. We'll go ahead of the Vikings at 14. So Darrisaw just plops on down and just go ahead. Just go ahead. 15. So the Cowboys trade down. They get extra draft capital, and they take a guy who they may have taken at 10 anyway, in Caleb Farley, where I ain't worried about the back. He'll be fine, and they get their cornerback. 16. Cardinals. Cliff Kingsbury can't help himself, man. So Elijah Moore, you're putting Ja in the slot, huge playmaker, with Nuke Hopkins on the outside, with Christian Kirk, and the corpse of A.J. Green. Whew. Come on. I mean, Kyler's going to have 0.2 seconds to throw, but whatever. You got receivers. 17, I like this pick. I like this pick a lot. So Tevin Jenkins, the slobber knocker right tackle, a guy who absolutely gets after it, going to the Raiders. They're basically let go of their entire offensive line. You sign up Colton Miller for forever bazillion dollars. And so you put Miller left tackle, Tevin Jenkins on the right, and then you set and forget it. You're good to go. 18, Dolphins picking up Micah Parsons, where... I mean, Flores is over the moon. Chris Greer's got to be doing backflips where you just stay put at 18 and Micah Parsons just falls to you. Okay, so you get Kyle Pitts at 6, and Micah Parsons. I mean, this is potentially 2 all-pro players in the same draft. Amazing. 19, Washington, Rashad Bateman. Oh, I like this. Where Fitztragic is now going to have some weapons. So you got Bateman and Scary Terry. That is a scary combination, man. Oh, and Curtis Samuel. Forgot about him. Shoot. Go 3 wide with the best of them. I like that. 20, Bears picking up AVT. Ugh, this kind of sucks. Where I like AVT. I'd rather he didn't go to the Bears. Hopefully they keep him inside a guard. That's his best spot. But inside it goes Daniels, Whitehair, and AVT. That's a really good trio. And that just really sucks overall. Colts. So they need left tackle, but Ballard in the spot going BPA, since it is a deep tackle draft. They can probably circle around in the 2nd and 3rd round. So Quiddipe coming out of Michigan, yeah, it's just going to slap different, man. You can rush from the edge, can rush from inside, basically replacing Justin Houston. So go ahead. 22, Tennessee Titans. So I like this matchup. Terrace Marshall Jr., big-bodied, outside the numbers guy from LSU with A.J. Brown. You got some SEC West flavor going on. Big-bodied receivers, playmakers for Ryan Tannehill and company. 23, so you got the Jets. Robert Saleh. Looking defense, looking cornerback. Got Greg Newsome here. Wow. I mean, if they get him at 23... I really do like that matchup. 24, the Steelers pick up Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Now, this is a spot of BPA where, yes, they could use some help. Maybe Najee Harris will go here, but of course it's PFF, so no running backs in the first round. But I could see Najee Harris. You could see offensive line. You could see edge rusher to replace Bud Dupree, but Joke, he's just that guy. Just heat-seeking missile, the tight end eraser, adding more talent to Pittsburgh. Plus, Joke, he plays like a Steeler, man. Like, he plays like a cross between Troy Polamalu and Levon Kirkland. He just really does. 25, Jaguars, Morig. Yes, Rayshon Jenkins and Morig would make a nice safety duo. 26, Jason Oweh, Browns, been talked about. Yes, him and Garrett, go ahead. 27, Ravens, they lost Juden on Unique the Freak Ngakoue, so you get Azeez Ujulari. He's going to be the brand new Elvis Dumerville 2.0. Ravens fans will know what I'm talking about. 28, Saints. Saints need some cornerback depth because beyond Lattimore, they're aging out back there. So Asante Samuel Jr. makes a ton of sense in this spot. Undersized but feisty. I do like that matchup. 29, Packers get Barmore. I hate this because he could play 3-tech, he could play 4-tech, he could play 5-tech, all along the defensive line, and we got to contend with him twice a year. He's like a younger, better version of Akeem Hicks. Great. Everything sucks. 30, Bills. Jason Phillips. How does Phillips fall this far? I mean, health concerns, yes, but wow, great value for Brandon Beane and company. So you got Epinesa, you got Jalen Phillips, you got the leftovers of Hughes. So yeah, you'll be able to get after it. 31, Chiefs picking up Sam Cosmi. He's your week 1 starting left tackle. Like no muss, no fuss. You signed Joe Thuney and Kyle Long and Austin Blythe, and now you got Sam Cosmi. Yeah, that's an upgrade over Eric Fisher. 32, Bucks, Rondale Moore. Like, did Scotty Miller go away? Like, is Godwin and Evans not there? But just more weapons for Tom Brady. Just more fun. Rondale Moore is a souped-up Jaden Mickens in this spot. Can play the slot, can return kicks and punts. So, yeah, if he can stay healthy, he can be that dude. Guy's still on board. So, Kellen Mond replaced Kyle Trask finally on our dude still on board. But so, Mond didn't go. I think that he could go at the beginning of the second round. Running backs, of course, PFF. So, no running backs. Etienne Najee still on board. Kadarius Toney is the only wide receiver didn't go, which is surprising. Fryermuth, no. Offensive line, Eichenberg, Mayfield, Leatherwood, Dickerson, Wyatt Davis, no matter what, nope. Asai, Boogie Basham. I think Asai and Basham are starting to get slept on just a little bit. Rousseau didn't go. Gregory Rousseau didn't go. I think that he may have peaked a little bit too early in the offseason draft process, although, for teams and decision makers, that obviously doesn't make a difference, but wow. Levi Nwuzurike, Davion Nixon, 2 penetrating 3-techs didn't make it. Linebackers, Bolton Collins, Jamin Davis, no. Tyson Campbell, Eric Stokes, the 2 cornerbacks from Georgia, nope, as well as Javon Holland, no go there. But overall, like we said, this is a very realistic scenario for the Vikings at 14, and the only real decision was between Parsons and Darrisaw, but get Darrisaw in, solidify the offensive line, and you have young talent, and then you're freed up to do whatever the hell you want with the other 9 picks. Ideally, one of the other ones would be interior offensive line in the 3rd or 4th round, but yeah, Darrisaw at 14, that's a dream for me right now, man. Outside of Kyle Pitts or Devontae Smith or a quarterback or whatever. Yeah, Christian Darrisaw, no matter what. Be your thoughts. PFS, a brand new mock draft. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work. Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.